Here we go. Hi, everybody. I'm that Magic Juice, and this is Crits and Giggles. Hot mess right here. Hot mess happening right here. But we're gonna go around the table real quick and just get right into it with introducing ourselves and P.S. Happy Halloween, showing off our costume for a hot minute, and then we'll do a recap of last session and get right into what's going on today in what the fuck is happening this time. So, Cal, who the heck are you?
I'm Joe. I'm Cal. Califras Ragfrorak, but people call me Cal, and I am here as. Wait, where? Yeah, as Cal. This is my Halloween costume.
It's great.
Mm-hmm. I'm a Dragonborn barbarian. I guess that's important too. There you go.
There you go.
I wasn't sure what our level of description was. Hi, I'm Andrea. I will be playing Whirl. She is an Air Genasi eloquence bard / warlock. Spoiler alert, that happened in the last episode.
Oh shit!
And I am a punk rock Ariel. Look at this fork, isn't it neat?
Yeah.
I've got patches on a jacket. I've got a bag patch. I'm wearing fishnets. It's appropriate. Fuck the police. Let's go.
Yeah, awesome. Hi, I'm Nerdwardo. I'm playing Tenements, the Twilight Cleric, trying to be purple. And I don't know if you can tell, but I'm the Joker from the 2008 hit movie Batman: The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite put my finger on it, but
I don't know if anybody.
Oh, that's the one.
Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, just to make sure. Yeah, super excited.
I don't know who's next.
Is your next, and then Gert. Keep going. I gotta close my
tight.
closet because people can see my boxes.
Oh, I totally messed that or messed that over.
I clear off my whole
Okay.
half of this room every time.
I know I usually keep stuff on this love seat and it's like, oh, I should probably move that. Cool, a blanket. Yay. Hi, I am Ash. I play the changeling rogue warlock. And I'm a bird today. Look, I have wings. Hang on. Let me switch it into wing mode because they're like little
Yeah.
mittens.
I didn't know you had
Oh hell
wings.
yeah!
They're like little mittens that you just
Oh
like
my god, I love it.
switch out. It was so cute. And I love it.
Awesome.
It's like colored back there a little bit. Yeah. I'm a bird. Anyway, I think is Gert's turn.
I'm Sam. I play Gert, the Asmar life cleric. And today I present to you Cats Out of the Bag.
It's so cute.
That's all.
Awesome. And in the spirit of doing the same thing everybody else is doing, I'm wearing my little jester hat because I am a fucking joke right now. So, at least I laugh at myself. Last time, some shit happened. So here's the thing. You guys are in a temple of the Howling Hatred cult. You had, for a while, Whirl had a little ruse going on, much to her surprise, as much as everybody else, that people thought she was the leader of the air cult, Queen Erisi Kalanoth, in like a different, like a shape-shifted form. Eventually, that didn't go so well anymore. But it got you through a lot of the areas of the temple you've been exploring. There's some Kenku that have been all over the place as like semi guards, Iz turned into one of them. had a little bit of fun with faking that while we had a fake queen as well. You did have one. Like semi leader of the cult also at one point trying to train up a few of the new initiates in a sort of little bard band thing. I'll let you describe that how you want, guys, because I have a feeling it'll be a lot more entertaining than what I can come up with for it. But he was basically the guy who sort of broke the act for you. He was the first person to recognize you were not who everybody else had thought you were. You were indeed not supposed to be here, and started a whole warning to Irisi and everybody else in the temple to look out for you, and I quote, kill you on sight. You did run into Whirl's father, a Jinni of the water persuasion. Also to her surprise, because until now, she had thought that her father was a water genasi. And if you're into D&D lore, those are not the same thing. So she's got her dad in her pocket, literally, at this point. And after some fights and getting eventually to the room just before Irisi, a little bit of a strange encounter with some of the cultists who had been chanting. Do you guys have noted what the chant was?
Yes.
Yes.
Could somebody read that off to me? Because I would like to make sure that you
In
guys
the
got the
Discord.
languages and oh yeah.
It was a mix between abyssal and primordial, and
Mhm.
it said, the elements and binding of life without dominion or submission, light and dark collide, become the master of, and I
The
don't remember.
wind.
The
They changed
wind.
it to the wind,
It
which
was
was
the
like
wind.
important.
Mhm.
Yes. Okay, thank you. And that last part is particularly important because we have seen and heard this chant before, with the exception of a minor change in that last line. Until this point, it has been become the master of death. And this time it rings as become the master of the wind. So that was a unique interaction with several cultists in the room before Irisi. Then you had Irisi. That was so much fun to do with all the conversation that happened. I hope you guys hated her by the end of that conversation as much as
I did, but
loved to
I
be
could have
here.
used more of her. I could have just like angrily talked to her for like 4 more hours.
She had some sass. Yeah, that was fun to do for sure. And after an epic fight, which was very tough, we are now in this room that you can see. Right, we can all see it. I'm
Yeah.
gonna zoom in a little bit for the stream. The aftermath of the encounter began with Whirl, basically like, no, it did 2 steps back. Your friend, the visitor, came back. Here's zooming in. Sorry. We're gonna show this for the stream. The visitor that you had seen at Scarlet Moon Hall appeared again, and basically with very little time. That's that's a thing. With very little time, uttered out to you, Osiris has made his choices, and a little bit more flavor text. Whirl basically out of her own body's control, out of her control of her own body. That's the phrasing I'm looking for. Basically has this experience that she floats in the air, looks to the skies and screams, and bursts out with several semi-controlled flames that end up finishing the fight that you guys did legitimately win before that happened, and acquired a new item. But here's what's new. Gert,
Mm-hmm.
at the moment that the flames coming from Whirl dissipate,
Mm-hmm.
all of you can see Arisi Kalanoth's body, after the final blows, just explode into what can only be described as a wave of wind and entirely disappears. Not unlike the way that Gar Shatterkeel, thank you. Gar Shatterkeel's body dissipated into a burst of water and disappeared. The special spear continues to float in the air, like pointing at Cal for just a second, but then drops to the ground and just like clangs on the ground. It's completely unhindered at this point. And Gert, you feel a burst of what I can only describe as joy in your soul. So powerful that you can feel a rush of adrenaline through your body. Your Radiant Soul ability will now last up to 10 minutes when you choose to use it.
Oh,
You forgot you had that, didn't you?
I did. I have no idea what this means.
You were an Aasimar, correct?
Yes.
So Radiant Soul is an ability that normally lasts a minute. It takes an action to activate. You basically take on the form of a corporeal angel. You can fly. You add damage to attacks.
Get wings.
Yup. You get wings, the whole 9 yards. That will now last up to 10 minutes when you choose to use it instead of 1.
Fuck. That's so cool.
2 of us
Hold
can
on
fly
now.
now. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Where does this
3 of us can fly. I have.
It's in
I
your
have an instrument that
features
let
and
me fly.
traits.
is
Oh,
it?
that's even
Yeah.
better. Oh my god.
Celestial Legacy?
It's called Radiant Soul.
I really don't think I have that.
You're not what?
You
I think she's
should.
variant. I don't think she's
I have okay.
because I haven't looked for it.
Are you a fallen Aasimar?
I have Disciple of Life, Harness Divine Power, Channel Divinity, Preserve Life, Cantrip Versatility, Destroy Undead, Blessed Healer, Blessed Strikes.
She's a variant Aasimar as opposed to a fallen Aasimar, right?
I thought it was for all Aasimar. Okay, even better. You have the Radiant Soul ability now, and it will last up to 10 minutes.
Even better.
So
I was
you-
like, I
cool.
feel like I would have used that.
I was wondering too. Okay? Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I thought it was for all Aasimar, but apparently not. So you have it now. It will last up to 10 minutes, and for now, if you just like pull up a new tab and
Yeah.
just like search it on D&D Beyond, it'll show it to you. And I will work after the session. I will work on getting it added to your character sheet as like a homebrew thing.
Copy you.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the big things you'll want to pay attention to with that are you sprout incorporeal wings. And then you can fly up to your movement speed. Your flying speed is the same as your movement speed. When you hit with an attack, what level are we? 9?
9.
You can choose to add 9 radiant damage to any attack, 1 per round. And I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do
Yep.
some research on this guy. Okay.
Yep.
It's pretty cool.
I think that's even better flavor text because you didn't have that. You legitimately didn't even have that before. So
Yeah.
There we go. All right. So let's cue the music and get this show on the road. That recap is a little longer than I'd like it to be, but a lot of shit happened. So
Yeah, last shit went down last week.
Yes. Much shit.
all right. You have there's even more. Jesus. Yep. This guy's dead. The half-elf person who had been leading the musical group. His body lies on the ground in front of you. The large winged demon that had joined the fight. Let's show that real quick too. Because this is now a recurring thing, so spoiler alert, we know it's important.
And he was a demon, not a devil.
Correct.
Because I am still getting those two confused, and that's a problem.
Okay.
It's okay.
Do we want a clarification?
I mean, I know that they are two different things, and I'm like gathering this, but that's why this guy was kind of dumb and a little crazy.
Yep. So, and you guys would all know this by this point. Devils from the Nine Hells, they have in the Nine Hells are essentially places that bad souls go to after they die in the material plane. Short version. The Abyss is a different plane of existence. The Nine Hells are, if we're talking about alignments, they are lawful evil. They have a purpose. They serve a purpose, and it's for bad people's souls. The Abyss is what we would call chaotic evil. They're bad. Everything in there is bad. It's a bad time to be there, and they just want to watch the fucking world burn. And now you've experienced at least two, right? One at each of the temples that you've been in.
Yes.
This one's significantly larger than the last, and was already here, as opposed to last time. Oh no, that one was already there too. The difference here is the altar at the northwest corner of the room, which the last time you had seen it, this is now the third time, correct?
Yes.
Third time
Yes.
you've seen this
Yeah.
altar. And
Close
well,
enough.
spoiler alert, it looks exactly the same. No wraiths this time. But it is cracked in half, which would be familiar because the last time you experienced this, it cracked in half after you had an interaction with the wraiths themselves. So this thing is like split down the middle, and you can tell it's of very fine stone, just like the entire room and temple around you. And the demon, the Vrak, disintegrated at the same moment that Erisi did, and you could see the dust flow back to the altar itself and disappear just over the table. So, what would you like to do?
The first thing I would do is to go, is everyone okay? Because I've now just like lit the whole room on fire.
I'm great. Actually, out of character, real quick, is Gert still at 1 hit point, or is she feeling good?
You are in the state that you were at the end of the fight.
Great. Okay. I mean, I'm not awesome, but I am awesome. I don't know. Hey guys, I need that spirit.
Let's. Maybe we should look at it first.
You can look at it all you want, but it's mine.
I mean, if we're just gonna go claimsies on shit, like, cool, I'll take that sick ass horn in the back, whatever. So cool.
We're destroying the horn.
Yeah,
No
I think
one's
it's agreed
keeping
that
the
we're gonna like.
horn. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
About that.
Yeah, we,
I called the spirit before the fight.
okay.
I told
Tight.
her that I was gonna take it.
I mean, you did.
From-
It's not incorrect.
Then sure, go for it.
But did you wanna check it out, make sure there's no any curses or whatever?
Yes, I would like to do that. I'm also going to like rummage through the bag, fully like not clock that there's a like very fucking fancy, expensive, should not exist in real life harp in my bag, and just make sure that my dad's box is okay.
Yes, the pot is fine.
Okay.
And then what's happening with the spear again? Gert, did you say you were just taking it?
You super want it.
Yes, I super want it, but also I'm gonna let Whirl check and make sure it's not super bad.
Oh, it's fully super bad.
Oh, got it. Okay.
No, it's super bad.
And then while that's happening, I think I would want to walk around and like try and start setting these people. I don't know why I moved that one. That one's not there. Like setting these people who are tied up free.
Oh, yes, you had a spiritual weapon in this.
It was yeah.
This is you. And it looks like you should have control
I'm
of
in
it
the
and everything.
abyss. I see it's all darkness. Where am I?
Oh, is it? Okay.
All
There we are.
Let me zoom out so I can find everything. There we go.
You should be on the northeast side of the map, top right.
Yep, I got it. Cool.
Okay. So as you start setting people free, you said you were coming over here, right? In the northwest
Yeah.
corner of the room?
Yeah, I'm gonna start over there and start unshackling them.
Okay. Taryn, as you get near these people, you can feel a sort of pull to the altar itself. And inexplicably, you become overwashed with a moment of like pure hatred. You've been hearing whispers as you've been down in this area. They were more intense before you came to this temple, when you were the area before this, and they sort of lightened up as you came up here, but they never really went away completely. And for anybody who might not remember, I'm talking about the spoilers, the little teasers we had a couple months ago. For whatever reason, you just feel this wave of pure hate for just a moment, and you sort of snap out of it right away. But it felt really good. Like you felt immensely powerful for a moment. You felt incredibly proud for a moment. And now you'd probably feel conflicted. It's as if it's going against what you're trying to make your nature to be.
Aaron is going to, like, as he's like going to like go unshackle these people, and he feels that, he's gonna stand there kind of shocked for a second. He's just gonna take out his mace and just run up to the altar and start smashing it. Out of like pure anger.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take my mace and start smashing everything around it, yelling. I can't think of anything, but like multiple obscenities, cursing the altar itself.
Yep.
Just full on flipping out over it.
What is your passive perception?
19.
Holy hell. Okay. You will notice a couple things as you do this. The first is obvious to everyone. Taryn's having a little bit of a freak out over here, and when he smashes his mace against the table of this altar, it basically bounces off. Like, not even it's such a hard stone that you can't hurt it kind of thing, but like as if there was some kind of barrier. And it was so potent that when you strike it the first time, you almost lose grip of your mace. It bounces off so aggressively. If you strike it again, it will happen over and over and over. Even if you strike it in different places, the same thing happens. Taryn, even through your rage right now, you'd be able to see a few things about the altar. The pikes on the two sides, like behind the table, have a very similar series of writings, like carved into the sides around the outside that you had seen before, saying the various phrases of the what I will call the poem in primordial, abyssal, infernal, and what was the other one?
Like draconic, right?
Draconic, yes. Thank you. You don't know all of those languages, but you would be able to recognize the symbols, at least, for the languages you don't know. And it's obvious enough that it is the very same. And then, the last thing you'd see is two basically runes on the table itself. Perfectly evenly spaced apart from the crack down the middle. On the left is the symbol for magical divinity. On the right is the magical symbol for necromancy.
Well, real life me writes that down. Taryn would he doesn't necessarily calm down. He just stops yelling. And he looks at the two runes. He takes a deep breath, turns around to the rest of everyone. He looks at everyone else and quickly like averts his eyes back to the rest of the people. And will like, instead of going to unshackle them, he's gonna just start trying to smash the chain so that something will break.
Okay.
Then, right, I think that's all that's gonna happen for now.
Okay. As you do that, the chains will basically shatter at the point of impact for each one. It's clear that Taryn is pretty in his head and upset. So, what's everybody else doing at this point?
Real quick for flavor, he's definitely like mini casting thaumaturgy to like put some more oomph in it so that he feels it more.
Yep.
Just for that extra satisfaction.
Awesome.
I think is searching the body of what's his face piece of shit right here.
Okay.
Wind Harrow.
Yeah,
Wind
Wind
Harrow.
Hero. Same, you know.
Still
Same
piece
thing.
of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, still shit bag.
Okay. Are you looking for anything in particular, or just kind of generally checking them out?
Just generally checking it out.
Okay. He doesn't really seem to have much on him. He does have a bit of gold. He does have his little conducting baton. And like a small pouch of odd items that you'd be able to easily enough tell are supposed to be components of spellcasting.
Oh. All right.
Are there any good ones?
You can make an investigation check.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
100%. Here we go. 11.
Ooh.
Okay. The DC legitimately was 10.
Oh shit.
So, as far as you can tell, nothing of the variety that a spellcasting focus would not take care of.
Okay.
So, if you wanted to sort of appraise it, I guess, so to speak, it would be about 50 gold worth of stuff.
Okay. Thank
You guys
very
can hear the
much.
music, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. It's spooky.
All right.
I'm gonna get that horn off the wall.
Okay.
And-
This horn is it's like a giant watermelon size.
Sure, like a
it's-
French horn.
Yes, exactly. It's not
Okay.
super heavy, but it's bulky and awkward. So nothing crazy about it when you touch it. Nothing really happens to you. And it, yeah, you have a big awkward horn now.
Okay. Can I identify it? I will cast identify.
Ooh, yeah.
Such that, like, I want to know what I need to do to either destroy it or destroy the curse that comes out of it. Is my like goal.
Okay.
Good call.
Where did you go? There we go. Oh, you do find one other thing. Who is you were checking out Wind Harrow's body?
Yeah.
You find a small flask
Nice.
which contains a light blue liquid. Okay, so the horn for Whirl, this is it doesn't really have like a specific name. But you can tell that this horn was built essentially or manifested to specifically summon one entity, the Jinni that is your father. You know that with a specific short ritual, it can do so and forcibly pull him from the plane of his existence, his original existence, and bring him here on demand. You know that other than the magical energy that's infused into it from the ritual that created it in the first place, it's the same as as if it was just an instrument. It's made of some wood, like finely crafted wood, and a couple of metal elements. And if you were to just like strike it the right kind of way and or hard enough, it would just break.
And I believe that would remove the curse.
That's what you've been told. Yes.
Oh, that's the fucking worst way to phrase that. Oh.
Don't read too far into that.
Yeah.
I don't want to be facetious about that. Yes.
Sure.
You, from identifying it, you would understand that to be true. Yeah.
Okay. Guys, I think I can just break this.
You need help?
I don't know.
Cal will take out his great axe and approach Whirl, ready to smash.
Okay. I'll just put it down. I'm gonna grab my pot back out and put it like on the other side of the room from it, and like stand by the pot. And just see what happens. If you're good to smash.
All right, I'll take a swipe at it.
Okay. Make an attack roll, please.
20.
Roll that damage.
Has an AC of 25.
All right.
8 slashing damage.
The horn completely gets cleaved in two from one clean swipe of Cal's great axe, and it actually hits a moment of like slow motion, like the moment of impact, and you can see just like the splintering and cracking of the wood, and it sort of flies apart into its two pieces, one to the left, one to the right, and then just hovers there for just a second, and then disintegrates into a pile of ash as if it had been burned.
Oh boy.
Want to check on your dad?
Andrew's having feelings.
Did it work?
I guess I'm gonna open the lid and see if he just comes out of there, or if I have to go in there, or what happens next.
You open the lid and you can see a swirl of like gray smoke.
Yeah.
Nothing happens though.
Got an activation word there, Pops?
I'm gonna do something stupid, and I'm gonna reach into the pot.
Okay.
Oh, dip.
The opening of the pot is small enough that really all you can get is like 2 or 3 fingers.
Uh-huh.
But then as you sort of push into it a little bit, your hand, what you feel is like slipping into a bodysuit. And everybody else will see that her hand and then her wrist, her forearm, all the way up to her shoulder starts to dissipate into thin air. And she, this essence of Whirl essentially goes into the pot. So, Whirl.
Yes.
We need to have a little chat.
Yes.
Everybody else, please take your headphones off for just a minute.
Oh shit.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
I'll signal when you can put him back on. Whirl. How you doing?
Right. Totally not so nervous, but I'm okay. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Okay, so what you see is like you felt like you were slipping into a bodysuit essentially, and then what you saw was like going into a tunnel really, really fast. And now you're sitting in a chair right next to your father. And your father's image looks exactly like what you remember. The human-esque genasi form with blue skin that he had as you were growing up. Not the Ginny form that you had seen when you interacted with him just about an hour ago. So, you end up in this chair, and he's sitting with his legs crossed and his arms crossed in front of him, and he looks at you and says, "You did it."
Yeah.
How do you feel?
I don't know. That last fight was like a lot, and I don't know what it is entirely. That I don't know.
You defeated her.
Oh yeah. Okay. I've been doing that a lot recently.
It seems your fate is tied to a very important task. I'm both proud and impressed. Although I can't say I really know much about it. I just know that the weave is telling me you are far more important than I could have ever imagined.
Thanks. That's a lot of information. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing here. I just know that things are going to get really bad, so we're all trying to fix it.
That's good. I see that your mother raised you well. Speaking of her, could I ask that you bring me back so that I could go be with her again?
I mean, that is a plan. I would like to do that. I just don't know. I want to do that, yes. I just don't know when. I'm kind of busy right now for the next couple of weeks.
Okay. Did you find the horn?
Yeah, we smashed it. Cal smashed it. He's a really good smasher. And I was afraid of it. And I was worried something was going to happen to you, so I sat next to your jar.
So the first step is complete.
Yes. You seem very stilted. And I'm like really wigged out by it because people keep talking to us in like weird stilty ways and it like keeps not being good.
This is me to you, Andrea. What do you mean by stilty?
I don't know. I feel like he was really he was really like flowy and chill and like happy to be here last time, and now everything seems really like he's trying to put distance between himself. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
And so now I'm just
That's
like,
the vibe
and we're just like sitting in, like a creepy chair.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh, nope.
Okay.
10.
Yeah, you're the vibe will be for Whirl exactly the way you're describing it right now.
Okay.
And you're having a hard time telling, like, is he doing this on purpose? Like, what's the deal here?
Yeah.
You can't really say for sure, although you do have a feeling of like incredibly powerful magic all around you. It's as if you are in a spell. Like I can't describe that any other way. It's as if like you can
Sure.
feel magical energy flowing in and around and through you, as if you are like being yeeted into somebody via a magical spell.
Sure.
So yeah, the whole thing feels the exact way that you're describing it now. And after a few more seconds, you can feel yourself physically being pulled back out.
Okay.
So you have enough time before that finishes if you want to say or ask anything else once.
Oh shit. We defeated her. Other than breaking rocks. Everyone else? Oh, other than breaking rocks, what is your purpose here? I'll text them.
Other than breaking rocks, what is your purpose here?
Yeah.
Okay. Logan!
He'll figure it
I
out.
forgot you're not doing headphones.
I was getting there.
Okay, so you can all hear now, yes?
Mhm.
Okay. You see a small cloud slowly emanate back out of this little pot. And you hear Whirl saying, other than breaking rocks, what is your purpose here? And out of the pot, you hear a faint echoing voice saying, to no longer be in the abyss.
Am I still in the pot?
No, you're back out now. You
Okay.
asked that question and basically kind of got pulled out as you asked it. Whoops. And you were all able to hear that response.
You can like turn into air and shit? That's fucking cool.
What just happened, Whirl?
But also, yeah, like what was that?
I fully do not know. He looked. I got sucked in, and I was like sitting in this chair, and he didn't look like he just did. He didn't look like he did when we met him. I don't know who I talked to.
Like in the pot? It
Yeah.
was a different person?
I don't know. He looked like what I assumed my dad was going to look like, but not like what we met.
The important part, I think, is did we release your father or did we release something else now? Are you telling us that we were tricked?
I don't think we. I don't know.
Whirl, what's your passive insight?
Nah, 12, I think. At best.
Okay, so you would actually feel that
It's
the
13.
answer to that is
I
no.
mix that up every time. It's 13.
Okay.
A very important one.
You would not feel, well, I can't tell you how you would feel. You would know, or at least have a really good hunch that you've not been tricked. There may be a lot more to what exactly has happened to your father and what's his background and history and everything than you might have been like known or might have been told. But trickery doesn't really seem to be part of the mix.
Okay. I don't know. He said he was in the abyss, so either is he trapped there now? I don't know. He also said something about the weave, which we've heard before.
we know what that is?
Somebody has been told something about the weave. I'm just forgetting who.
Yeah. It was. We were fucking somewhere. Oh, it was after we defeated Gar and we like went into that room with like a bunch of like mid-level disciples. They were talking about the weave.
Yeah,
Yes.
they were, because there was like there was like a bunch of conversation between like. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
That was it. So, Gert and Taryn, no role necessary for this, as clerics, with your study, with your upbringing, with your practice, you would have had easily at several points lessons about the weave, and understanding that it is think like midichlorians in the Force with Star Wars. It exists around you. It exists within people. It exists everywhere. And whenever, like the different flavors of spellcasting, sorcerers, wizards, clerics, etc., might have different, like techniques for tapping into it. In your case, divine-based gifts. But you essentially, whenever anybody uses magic, they are tapping into this force, and it is commonly known as the weave. So you're essentially taking energy from around you and turning it into whatever you intend. When you cast a spell, you are using the weave.
After while this conversation is happening, Taryn is still bashing chains. I'm assuming he'd be like closer to this point, like if he's going in a clockwise circle. He would just yell back, it's where all the magic comes from, as he keeps smashing these last two people.
All right, so that's happening, and you'd all notice, well, far before this point, but definitely by this point, that all of these people, as they're quite obviously being freed from their chains, they all just kind of like slump over. They'll like, some of them will just sink a little bit farther into their sitting as they're leaning on these pillars, or they'll like fall over to the ground. All of them are conscious, but they're way out of it. So, you were saying?
Who's you?
Yes.
All of us.
All of you, collectively.
Hey guys, can we go to sleep?
Like right now?
I think it's like fucking noon.
Or at least can we sit for like just a little bit?
Oh yeah.
I'm feeling rough, y'all. I don't know about everybody else, but I am feeling rough. So
Yeah, you kind of
Fair.
took a tumble there.
just a little sit for a bit would be great. Yeah.
I could do with a little sit. Let's do it.
Let's do a little sit. A little short sit.
Okay. We can let's take a super quick break. Run to the bathroom, get new water and all that jazz. But you guys can all indicate a short rest.
Hell yeah.
And then so we'll be right back.
I think it might be a D8. Did it change?
It might be a D8 now.
It's
Yeah.
amazing. If you rolled any hit die, you add an additional D8. And then also, can I attune to the... Figure at this point I will have found it, freaked out about it, and start tuning it.
Yep.
To attune to the instrument.
Super cool harp. Woo!
Harp. I just wanted to say those things out loud.
So, Andrea,
Hell
I'm gonna do this just because it's such a special thing.
Sure.
In D&D, it's a harp, but I'm gonna let you make it whatever instrument you want it to be.
Oh, good, because a harp, like, I was trying to, in my brain, be like, okay, if I have to play this harp to make any of these spells happen, that feels like that's not going to happen. Unless I, like, sling it on my side and play it with a bow, which is kind of my plan.
Yeah, you can, like, flavor-wise, narratively,
Sure.
you can just make it whatever instrument you want. It's just going to have all those properties.
I like the idea that it's the harp because I know that it's from New Olam.
Okay.
And that's fucking cool to me. So I'll keep
Sweet.
it as a harp, and it'll just be a pain in my ass, and that's great. I love that it's a pain in my
I mean,
ass.
it could also just be a harp that's like this big, like a little
Well, yeah,
Cupid
I mean,
harp thing.
It's no, I'll figure it out. I have some brain. I'm braining about it, and it's
Okay.
gonna be great.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Then it just becomes a slide whistle.
No. It is. Here's the thing. The irony is not lost on me that I have
kazoo.
picked a stringed instrument to be my instrument, and that I am made out of wind.
It's pretty good. It's
True.
pretty good.
Irony
Okay.
is not lost on me.
So this, oh man, this has been thick already with
Thick
interactions
juices.
between people.
Big sick.
Yes.
So what else is happening? What are you guys doing?
We're back.
Hey,
Right.
Whirl.
We are back.
Yes.
Hey, Whirl. Can you look at the spear,
Yes.
please?
I will look at this. Anyone else have stuff they want me to look at?
I don't think so.
All right.
Also, while we were doing the short rest, I would be like distributing rations to the freed prisoners.
Okay. They will all sheepishly accept, and they're still incredibly out of it. You can tell easily enough, Taryn, that they have been a combination of starved, beaten, and drugged, essentially. So they're all like super woozy, looking around like, what are you? What's going on? Where am I? All that jazz. But they will definitely accept and start to take the rations. Okay, so I gotta copy paste this real quick because
I will ritual cast this one, so I'm not eating this yet.
okay.
I get 1/4 back.
There. Okay.
Oh my god, I forgot. Oh, that's what I used. Okay, that makes more sense.
Whirl, this is what you identify. And as you finish casting the spell, you would immediately know all these things. So I'll give you a second to read it. But at the moment that you finish casting the spell, you actually feel it start to like vibrate. And there's a light hum sound that comes from it. And Cal, the same thing happens to the trident that you are wielding.
Is that specifically drown you're talking
Yes. Yes.
about? Okay.
Sorry, I should have been more specific.
No, the other one is a spear, but I just want to make sure that I'm getting that right.
Does it seem like they're vibrating because of like proximity to each other?
Ooh, good question.
I'm gonna take this across the room from Cal and see if it keeps doing it.
It does continue.
That's gross.
It doesn't seem to change at all. Does it seem like it's proximity based? You can make a check that I need to determine.
I mean, probably Arcana. Just put ball on it.
A case could be made for several different checks. So let's be more specific about what you're trying to find out. Why do you think that it might be proximity based?
Because it's the first time we've had 2 of them.
Okay.
And this one didn't whir before until if it's just after I cast the spell though, it starts whirring.
Yep.
Oh, that's gross.
So I'm kind of leaning toward Arcana, but a case could also be made for like insight, which is a little unorthodox, but insight would check out.
You know, I'm gonna pull insight, one because I'm better at it, and two because this is the wind instrument. So I'm gonna pretend like I know more about wind.
Okay.
Let's try that. That's my
Ooh, that's a big box.
Nice.
It's a good box.
Ooh.
Nice.
Natural 20.
Without a doubt, there is some kind of connection between these two items. It would be obvious to you if it wasn't before that it is magical in nature. The connection is magical in nature, and these two items have man, how do I want to describe that? A purpose. That's the word I want. They have a purpose that goes far beyond even what you can identify with the identify spell.
Gross. So I'll say, okay, Gert, I know you want this, and you are welcome to have it. It does the same kind of stuff that the last one did, but like in a different element. It will likely alter your behavior if you like really get into it. So I just want to say that out loud so that all of us hear it, so that it has been said out loud.
So, out of character, can I use this without being attuned to it? Can I just use it as a weapon?
You can use it as a magical weapon without attuning to it, and then you just won't get any of the benefits of its magical properties.
So I won't get the like +2 and the extra lightning damage and stuff like that.
Right.
It'll just
You'll get the +2 because it will still function as that magical weapon for like physically attacking with it. But that's all you'll get.
So
Okay.
she won't get the you can't speak Aran, you won't be resistant to lightning, and you can't dominate a monster with it.
Exactly.
Okay.
Bananas. On an air
And that
elemental. What?
Cal, correct me if I'm wrong, but
but-
that's what you're currently doing with Drown, correct? You're not attuned to it.
No, nobody yet. I'm just kind of holding on to it. No, nobody and nothing is attuned to it.
Okay.
So actually, though, the D6 lightning damage is just part of the spear. That's not part of the air of mystery or air mastery.
Yeah, that like top section. You still get the lightning damage. Allegedly.
Hypothetically.
Yeah. So it's not part of the air mastery description, but it. This is me making a judgment call on attuning versus not attuning. So just to stay consistent with what we're doing with Drown, you will get the magical weapon property, so you'll get the +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls, and it will be magical slashing or piercing damage. But that is the only benefit you'll get if you don't attune to it.
Okay. Sounds good. I just want to hold it for a little while.
That's fine. I mean, all right, but don't think about holding it. Does that make sense?
I mean, I've got enough to think about with my book.
Great.
That's fair.
I just want to like be clear that like, how about this? So we have now these like 2 creepy magical weapons. Can we like make a pact or like a like group check so that like if it seems like people are acting like wildly inconsistently, we'd be like, dude, you good? And then like,
We need a safe word.
yeah, no, totally though. But like we're getting to a point where we now have weapons that will do that to us.
Hmm.
Do we want to like? Do we need a safe word?
Absolutely.
Pumpernickel.
Bananarama.
I like Bananarama. Let's
The
do
problem
that.
Bananarama.
Here's the thing: Whirl might say Bananarama like just in normal conversation. I don't think she would say pumpernickel.
What is a word that none of us would ever use?
Gluten free.
Hilarious.
It's
I'll
very
be like, "Are you
good.
gluten free?" And he'll be like, "No." I'll be like, "Ah."
Let's do that. I'm writing
I
it
like
down.
that.
Safe word:
Gluten-free.
gluten free.
I'm gonna try writing with my bird hand. It's not gonna work very well.
All right.
I didn't think that would be as funny as everyone thought it was. But,
It's really
That's
funny
great.
'cause we're all terrible people.
Yeah, that's a good one for me.
I think it's funnier because we're all in our 30s. And,
We all know those people. Yeah.
and we all know those people. Yeah.
100%.
I have a friend who's
Makes
gluten
sense.
intolerant, and my cousin is allergic to corn. And those are
no.
diametrically opposed. So anytime they come over, I just make tacos.
Nice.
It's the only thing they can both eat. It's the best.
Nice.
That's a good problem to have. We can only
That
eat
is-
tacos.
What? No.
Darn.
I'm so upset. What will I ever do?
Okay.
Gluten-free equals weapon safe word.
Safe word, gluten-free is what I have written down, yeah. I mean, just like general, like, are you being possessed? Is the weapon making you rain in a certain way? Like, I feel like that is the, like, you good
Solid.
phrase.
So like,
Great.
so should we just ask if you're like if you are gluten-free?
Fucking son, I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, either way, we'll figure it out. I think we'll get that.
Yes.
That's our code word, just in case it needs to happen.
I think I'm okay. Fucking sun, dude. It's right here.
You were glowing.
Oh, stop it. It's just the tiniest sliver that's peeking through this
Yeah.
curtain. It's driving me nuts.
Okay.
All right.
What else?
I can deal with that.
What's happening? You guys are obviously thinking a lot.
Mhm.
Thinking
How,
thoughts.
how
and
does
shit.
that make you feel?
I have so many feelings.
So, like, do we want to try and immediately resolve what's going on with Pop in a Pot, or we like? I don't know what our current objective is. We keep adding things to the list, and it's all kind of mixing
Yeah.
together.
Welcome to mid-level of the eventually 20
Yeah.
D&D campaign.
Oh no, it tracks for sure.
I mean, I have a lot of thoughts. One of the things that I don't know if you guys also heard the like Scarlet Moon guy talking to us. I feel like we all saw that.
Did we?
Everybody saw that, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Is
Yeah.
anyone else kind of skeeved out by the fact that he said I'm out of time? Because we've heard that a couple of other times. We heard that we heard that in the cave in the very beginning. He was saying he was out of time.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been making connections.
Nice.
This board is
Very
going
nice.
nuts. And number two,
I applaud you
I'm
and I
impressed.
thank you for remembering. Yes.
the
Yes.
Wraiths said it.
Yeah,
One of the
they
Wraiths
did.
said it to Elminster. Elminster, we're out of time.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying that I'm fully skeeved out by whoever this fucking dude is, but I'm fully skeeved out by whoever this dude is.
Yeah. Same. Ditto. 100%. 110% even.
Okay.
Gert.
Yep.
I can't remember if I've said this before, so if I have, this will just be a reiteration. But
You're super cool.
you're pretty neat. In the moments that entity has appeared, shit. Taryn, this applies to you too.
It's a lot of laundry.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Shit.
You would both have felt really good like in those moments. You, for lack of a better way to put it, I guess, you would have felt nothing short of I am in the presence of a god right now.
I dislike that.
Gert,
Shit.
you specifically on top of that would feel like you were akin to this person.
Oh, shit.
And you felt incredibly close. It's the best feeling you've ever had. And for what it's worth, I guess you would feel the greatest sense of calm that you've ever felt in the instances that person has showed up. Even though he showed up in the most chaotic and stressful
Yeah.
situations that you've been in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so y'all, I know that he's like, he seems big and dangerous, but like, I don't feel an ounce or a drop of bad when he's here. And hi. And so with everything that he's brought us and with everything that he brings to my soul, seriously,
I'm trying to have a moment, Kat.
I'm trying to have a moment and you're just showing your butt. But yeah, with everything he brings to my soul, there's no way that he means any harm to any of us.
So do we think, and I feel the same way, maybe not to the extent that you do, but I understand what you're saying. So do we think that this is actually a warning and not an intimidation tactic now? That the out of time is something that's true?
I mean, I'm nervous that he's out of time, that like that there is something wrong and he will no longer be able to help us for whatever reason. Which is a real bummer.
I mean, he's been a huge help so far.
Yeah. But also, like, you know when you're a kid and you get like a giant birthday cake?
No.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
You know.
Sorry. Kind of missed out on that part.
Refresh my memory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know when you like when you see your mom,
Mm-hmm.
that feeling, that just like rush of everything's okay now.
Yeah.
And to lose that is actually more what's making me nervous.
That makes way more sense now.
At that moment, all of you will feel a splitting headache.
Yeah, balls.
And
Crap.
you would all be able to swear that you can see yourselves and each other a second time in this room at the altar.
Oh. Thought something else was happening.
And for at the end of that moment, you would see all of yourselves look at each other and go through a hole in the wall behind it. And then all of that vanishes.
Hey, which one of you is doing it this time? I'm just yelling into the air. Guys, remember when Whirl and I freaked out about seeing you walk out of the bar back in Tribor?
I think it was Iz. I have no memory of this day because I had a normal interaction with the whole day.
I'm bad at memory.
I remember this. Yep.
Iz. Yes. My bad. But remember when we freaked out about that happening?
Yeah. Yeah, we all just saw that, right? Like,
Yeah.
we all just doubled over in pain and oh, my head and shit.
This is some multiverse bullshit.
Well, we followed them last time, and it seems to have worked out pretty well.
So was that actually us seeing ourselves do that, or was that us in like an alternate timeline or in a different dimension?
Or
Yeah,
realistically, it's another plane.
Yeah,
Apparently, that's a thing that we're dealing with now.
absolutely. Cat butt.
I swear to God.
All those butts on the timeline, am I right?
So many butts. So many butts.
Hey, butts. Yeah, I don't know enough about the multiverse yet, y'all, but I'm gonna keep reading because they're talking about it in my book, and I feel like it's important to us and to, I would say the world, but then I have to say the multiverse again. So but where did they go? Did we see where they went? They went through a hole?
They went over.
Yeah. Cal's gonna go over to the behind the altar and take a look at the wall.
Hold on. If don't like stick something through it first. See if it's like try to put something behind it and see if that works. Because if it's like a death wall, we don't want to walk into it.
Ooh, a death wall. Fun. Sign me up.
So Cal, as you walk up to it, you'll see that the area between the pillars, just like the first time you saw this kind of altar, has this area. It's kind of oval shaped, long way going up and down, about your height, of what you would assume is like no gravity. Little particles of dust and stone are just kind of hovering, floating up a little bit. Nothing large, not like big chunks of rock or anything, but you can see little particles sort of slowly floating upward in this area between the two pillars.
This is that same phenomena we saw in that other cave.
Yes.
There was that mirror or something, and these things were... The same thing was happening around here. I don't think we were actually able to go through that one. I think whatever it was had stopped before we could get there. Does anything happen when I touch the wall?
Wait. Hell. I'm going to try something. I promise you're going to be okay. I'm asking for your permission first. Can I cast a thing on you?
I mean, I just reached out and touched it.
He reached out and touched it. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you put your hand out. Are you like in the front, like at the table, or are you behind it, trying to like put your arm through from the back, or something else?
Like, if there's space to be like in, so if this is like the space where it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, so if there's room to like settle up behind the altar right there, then yeah, I'll be behind the altar, like actually like at the wall.
Okay. So yeah, it's exactly as it looks. There's some detail, I guess, to describe behind it, but the table, the stone like slab that essentially makes a table, is maybe 2 feet away from the wall at the most. The pillars are like, if you moved the pillars to be like directly behind the table, they would fit between the table and the wall, but they're outside the width of the table in that position. And then there's like maybe an inch or two of space between the far side of the pillars and the wall itself. So yes, there is some space that you could like scoot between the table and the wall and be in between the two pillars. So am I getting it right? That's sort of the space that you're describing you're in?
Yeah, I just want to get to where like I guess we saw us doing that stuff and like reaching out and touching that wall.
Okay. So you put your arm out to the point that like if you did this with your wrist, like the tips of your fingers would touch the wall, and you feel a lightness in your arm at the moment that you sort of breach this floaty area, as if there's no gravity in that space. You definitely feel a sort of almost like static energy touch your skin, your scales as you do that as well. Easy enough to tell that it's magical in nature. And this is a distortion. You've never seen anything like this before, other than the other altar that you saw this happen. Like, this is a very strange phenomenon for you.
But other than these little heebly-jeeblies, nothing's going on.
Right.
Okay. I'm imagining that after that happens, or like as that's happening, is exactly when Whirl went, wait. And so I'm trying to think. I guess as a Dragonborn, I wouldn't necessarily have any hair on me, but it would be funny because I would imagine if I did, it would be like standing up or something like that.
You could absolutely have scales that do that.
Yeah, I don't know. It feels more like a hair thing than a scale thing, but yeah, I'll just kind of look around and just kind of like as my hand is kind of just feeling a little weightless and everything like that. Just gonna be like, it seems to be strange, but nothing dangerous.
At the moment that he pulls his hand back out, all of the rest of you, in varying degrees, probably Gert and Taryn the strongest, Whirl and I'll give different descriptions here. The moment that he pulls his hand back out, Gert and Taryn, you feel like in your chest, like you just received a jab. Like something like hit your chest. It feels bad. Something about the energy around you changed, and in an unnatural and malicious way. Iz and Whirl, you feel like you just blink. Have you ever blinked and like swore that a memory just occurred to you that doesn't feel it? You know it's a memory, but it's not familiar.
Like a deja vu kind of thing?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
That moment you like blink and it's as if you're remembering something that happened but never happened.
Okay. Let's not do that again. I kind of.
Or do we go through it? Can you go through it? He put his whole hand in.
Hey guys, I don't know about you, but that hurt.
That hurt a lot.
Like I don't know what just happened, but like, oof.
I feel like that's a pretty clear indicator that we don't do that. Even though it feels like it's already happened, but maybe not. But it has.
Maybe it's not supposed to happen.
If it's not
Maybe
supposed
it's
to
like a
happen, then why don't we
warning?
see ourselves do it?
It's not supposed to happen for us.
Yeah, we'll split the party right here.
Tight.
Oh no, when I say us, I mean us in this present world.
If we like talking about what the drow told us, they're from the future. So maybe that did happen where they're from.
Yeah.
So
The drow said they know me in like all different ways. So I'm just saying, maybe it's not me that they know. Maybe it's millions of different versions of me in millions of different versions of worlds.
see, but I am under the impression because of a play I saw called Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure that the time is actually just a loop. So if something happened here and you know that like a thing came from here that this thing had to happen so that this thing could happen, I think we should go through.
But the things that did happen were all really bad.
I mean, that's kind of on par for everything that we've
Yeah.
been doing. So why not just add a second cherry on top of this? So like
Time is a flat circle.
yeah.
Okay, fine. So what do we do next?
I want to go through it. I want to go.
Can we make a tether?
It
do
doesn't
bullshit?
necessarily feel like we can go through anything, though.
Like it's just a thing. Like it's just there.
It's just kind of a estranged area.
I pick up a pebble on the ground and I go to like throw it in the direction that Cal touched.
Okay. At the moment it touches the very beginning of this distorted area, it stops and slowly floats upward.
Okay.
Hey,
Everybody make an Arcana check, please.
Sick. Hang on,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
be
do a
proficient in
thing.
this eventually because I am just boning it otherwise. Ooh, 14.
I'm on the wrong
Mhm.
side.
Hang on. Where is it?
Where is it?
Oh,
Cool.
wait. I got it.
Do it.
I believe in you.
Woofed.
You got it.
Woo.
Boop.
Hell
19.
yeah.
Nice.
I forgot I have a thing that allows me to switch proficiencies every long and short rest.
Nice.
That's nuts.
It's only
Nice.
one that I can boop around, but yeah, I just switched it to Arcana.
That's really clutch.
I
Very
really
clutch.
want to be good at this, so I am.
Yeah.
I see Calter and Gert is Whirl.
Yeah.
Oh,
Whirl's
14.
14.
Okay. Is
Yep.
you have had what's a good way to describe this? You've had nothing more than really a crash course in magic.
It's just like, whoosh, there you go.
Yup.
Magic.
But you do know that you have a connection to the energies around you.
Mhm.
It's why you are able to use magic in the first place.
Yes.
Something about the energy in this area feels broken. Something is wrong. Whirl with a 14. Something's off. This is not. You know that some magical spells and effects can have lingering effect, I guess. This is so consistently prominent in this space that it doesn't really match anything that you would understand about areas of effect, magical effect over time, that sort of thing. Something's off.
So like we were just talking about this weave shit, right? How it's just like, oh, this magic ink. So something here feels like super duper wrong. Can we make the connection? Maybe. That something with the weave magic stuff is broken? Here, specifically?
Do we know what happens if there's ever like a rip or a tear in the weave, if we're using that analogy in reference to the magical?
I can't not say it. Do you mean mayhaps a rift?
Fuck.
A rift.
Aliens.
Jeez.
Gross.
Can we just cast mend on it and call it happy?
Yeah, that's good.
Only if it's a very
Like-
small, it has to be less than a foot long of a rift. If it's a very tiny rift, I can't do that yet.
How high does the pebble float? Float more than a foot up.
Ooh, good question. Yeah, it basically, if you watch it long enough, it will eventually get to an apex in line with the top of the pillars.
Gross.
So I think to close it, maybe we break the pillars, but that didn't work. So
I could try and dispel it.
If you want.
I don't know. What other dumb shit are we doing today?
So many things.
Can we
I
like
don't know if I should use a dispel on it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't know if that'll do anything.
I mean, it might take a lot of energy, but I feel like it's possible. But I don't know if you would want to put that much strength into one spell when we're already looking kind of rough.
Yeah, that's my worry. So maybe we.
Hey,
What's
do
up?
you guys want to like go home for just like a little bit, maybe? Like, could we try to find our way out? I kind of miss Claudius.
Yeah.
But like, I
mean, I
guess we could keep going, but like, if we could find a way out, I think that would be real chill.
That
Yeah.
would be nice. I do have some fancy armor that I paid for like some number of days ago.
Oh yeah, I think I bought something. What the fuck
Calendar.
was it? I don't even know. I
I
bought
was like,
something.
can you make my armor more than it is? That's all I asked for.
I think you were like getting it studded, weren't you? Like
Yep.
with that.
I feel like I was getting a
Success.
better weapon.
I know you did some pretty crazy shit with the dagger back there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen.
Can we talk about that dagger?
Listen.
Do you just like, I don't know
Man.
if like maybe it's like a thing that you normally do, or maybe if you just like have really weird, like when you get colds. It was like dripping black stuff.
Yeah.
Are you gluten free?
I am gluten free.
Inside
We're
check.
fine.
Just kidding.
We're
I can
good.
make a gluten check. Yeah. Oh my god.
That was just cool dagger shit. I can't remember what I bought from this guy.
I don't know. I only wrote down my things.
I have a
Oh,
drawing
geez.
that says "No wraiths allowed" with
Beautiful.
thumbs down from fucking back in August.
My goodness.
Was it? Oh my god, that was so long ago.
I do want to say I have a deep appreciation for the fact that some dots are getting connected even from our very, very, very first forays.
I have some
That
other
is
weird
intentional.
dots that I have
Put it to go.
questions about, and some very questionable dots.
Oh,
Like the fact that we don't know Renwick's brother's first name.
yeah.
Mhm.
We know his last
It's
name.
just we know Cara Dune.
yeah.
about
which
it.
And that's
Also,
like-
the whole winged Cara Dune thing, but we do not know his first name.
Yeah,
And we keep
kinda
getting
wanna
a bunch
figure
of
that out.
weird fucking random one names. And now I'm worried that his name was like Orioth Cara Dune and he's gonna come like fucking murder us again.
don't want that. I
I know.
don't. I
Well,
don't.
also, like, Cara Dune was also a title. It wasn't like
No,
necessarily. a
no,
last-
Samuelar was the title. Cara Dune was the last name. Because it's Renwick Cara Dune.
Correct.
Samuelar was like Corporal Cara Dune.
Hmm.
Oh, I have it. Okay.
Yeah, I like
Yeah, I thought I had
wrote
it.
that down
I thought it was
very
the other way
clearly.
around.
And there was that like supposed sarcophagus that may have had his body in it that was on a boat in that one place. And then a fucking chunk of the boat was just gone when we came back. So
Yeah.
just got raptured the fuck out of there.
Hey,
So many things.
But yeah, so what do you guys think about trying to
And back to Red
Maybe-
Larch.
maybe figure out a way to get home? Yeah,
That'd be
to get
cool.
back to Red Larch and see if they like sold our. We've been gone for a bit.
It's only been
Yeah.
a week. It's only been a week.
Yeah, but like
That's like.
I
the
hope our
26th.
room is still there.
Our room?
Personally,
she
I kind of.
I hope she didn't
There's-
rent out our room.
There's always gonna be a room. Like guys, we will always have a room. There's
Personally-
always
There were
another
like
bar,
other
there's
people
always
in that room
somebody.
too.
Yeah.
So
Like, I also hope that like the town is still there. Because like,
that'd be
Oh
cool.
yeah, we kind of left a little bit of a mess
Yeah.
I mean, I
with
could
the
check.
flood and everything.
Yeah.
I could like send a like check-in message to the constable and be like, hey, is everything good?
Hey bud, what's going on?
He was still alive.
Hey,
Everything's so Gucci, bro.
well, just wanted to check in. Worried about you. Did you get enough
That's
to
weird.
eat?
Oh yeah, I commissioned a fucking light crossbow enchantment, and I just
Yeah,
said
there it is.
surprise me. So
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
interested to see what that is.
Because you're like, that's my crossbow, isn't it? That you're using.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, thanks by the way, it's coming clutch.
Of course, you can keep it if you want. Like, I don't think I'm gonna use it.
Oh, I
Do
get
you want
those back.
some money in exchange? Like, I've just found this cool component pouch. Do you want that? There's a conductor's wand.
You know,
I mean, the wand is probably his spellcasting focus. If you
I
want
mean-
another one.
I mean, is this not? I'm Taryn is like questioning like whether this is grave robbing or not since you already took it.
Fine now. I'm in possession of it, so you're fine.
So this is an exchange of goods, not a
Yes.
taking.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm gonna find you something so legal for you soon.
Sure.
We
I
will
guess
corrupt you.
I guess I'll take the wand and I'll like reach out and like hold the tip of it and like not reluctantly but like carefully take
Here
it.
is a wand.
Also, just wanted to say sorry for that the tantrum earlier.
Are you
Just
okay?
kinda-
Yeah.
not really.
You want to talk
But
about it?
I just sure. I'll make it quick because I don't want to like take up time in this place. We don't really know what's going on underneath us.
Bad. Just bad.
Just hopefully they're not destroying everything. That'd be terrible.
Oh yeah.
But like when I went over to that over to those prisoners, I kind of got a flash of just anger and hatred. And then felt proud about that feeling, and then
Ooh.
it just went away. So, kind of don't want to be what everyone's been describing me as in these temples. 'Cause that would really suck, wouldn't it? Like just having all my effort go away.
Do we need to get you like a punching bag or something, or some bubble gum?
Do you have
Yes.
bubblegum? I would.
Dude, I wish. I wish. I will actively look for some.
No, I could really use some of. Oh my God, we need to check on him too. The donut guy.
Or your
God.
friend. Did
could
not
use a-
remember his name.
I don't think he had a name.
I think we just talked. I don't remember him introducing himself.
We just became instant best friends with a man.
Yeah.
His name we do not know.
Yep.
You know what? Okay. I think I'll send a message to the
Donut
constable.
guy. Oh, okay.
Donut guy.
Found it. Oh.
Oh.
Somebody is hungry.
I would like a
Just
donut.
little bit. I'll send a message to the constable and see if everything's good there. And then we can decide if we really should head back. Because I'm
Good
also concerned with if we leave, what's going to happen here.
Yeah. I feel like we're also in the general proximity of wherever the fuck looks up notes because can't remember the mud people that are holding my
Yes.
brother.
Oh, so other thing I found when I was
The
going
mud
through all of the
outfits?
fucking shit recently.
Cool.
Does anyone remember? So we had just defeated all the like sacred stone guys, and we were like fucking through and like finding all of the stuff in the monastery.
Yeah.
And we came across like a book or some papers or some shit that named the prophet of the earth as Marlis. This is in the lore, by the way, in the Discord. Marlos Urinel as the prophet of earth. It says he was drawn to a place called Fate of the Eye, where he had Iron Fang, the holy implement of earth power, and I'm pretty sure that's weapon number 3. And
Cool.
they're digging for something called the Black Geode, which is probably a giant fucking gem. And
And then
the lines
the-
on the board.
and then like the gems. Remember the gems in Drown were like special.
Oh, dip. Are there any cool gems on this spear?
Ah,
Yes. Right?
are there?
I thought that there were in the description. Hold on.
I was paying attention. I was
Yeah.
looking for the
Can't
bad
be now.
stuff to convince you not to do it.
There's like a blue thing, kind of like where the it is.
It's got the
Too many
spark
things.
It has dark sapphires.
yes, dark
There it
sapphires.
is.
I wonder if we could just pop them out.
I mean,
I mean,
maybe.
I think maybe destroying cursed weapons might have consequences.
Probably, honestly.
I mean, is it destroying or is it just disassembling? Because there was an assembly guy downstairs.
I mean, destroy or disassembling is like a destroying with procedures.
I mean,
I like the way you think.
Yes.
That's a good description.
destroying with procedures.
I'm gonna write
I
that
would think
down.
of it as like surgery. We're just
Mhm.
performing a medical, procedure.
We're not euthanizing a spear.
I mean,
That is kind of what we would be doing. But-
okay. Do we
Well,
want to keep looking for tunnely stuff, or do we want to try and go like upstairs, outside?
If you're gonna send a message, just ask him how Claudius and Talik are doing.
Yes, the
that's
most
all I
important
really
things
care
about this
about.
town.
Mhm.
That's all I really care about. I just want to make sure that they're okay. Because if they're not, I gotta go.
That's fair. We do need to make sure that's okay. So before I cast, so it's gonna be I wanted to check in. How is everything? Do you need help? Are the hippogriffs there'd be like a comma hippogriffs and refugees okay? Also more are on the way.
More
That'd be
hippogriffs?
More
You're talking about the
refugees on the
people?
way.
More refugees because of the
Prisoners.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More so I could say like more people coming.
Yeah.
More prisoners coming.
There you go.
So I should have typed that out. Why do I never type this out?
That's okay.
Because it's recorded.
Yeah, there you go.
Da-da-da-da-da.
So that's what the gist will be.
Okay. after a few seconds, you would recognize right away message received for the intended recipient as part of casting that spell in the first place. After a few seconds, all of you would actually see spectral forms of the constable, the 4 drow, and the 2 dwarves appear in the middle of the room. And you can tell that the 4 drow are focusing on a ritual. Easy enough to tell that they are making this happen. And the constable will appear to all of you and just start speaking. All is well. In fact, everything has been much better over the last few days than ever before. What are you doing?
We're getting rid of the cults.
Kicking butt and taking
Yeah. Can you, this is asking the constable, can you see everything around us, or is it just us?
I can only see you.
Oh, so my waving, you can't see that? Shit.
Oh, no, by you, he means everyone. He can see all of the people.
Oh, hi. Hey, what's up? This is really cool.
The previous captives that you've sent, all of them have come ready to start lives here. Most of them are working. They've found work. But none of them remember how they got to wherever you took them from in the first place. Do you know anything about that?
I think we're still actively piecing that together.
The ones that we sent were, yeah. It's not really, we don't really know either.
Okay. Well, whatever it is you're doing is incredibly helpful to at least the city and these people, if nothing else.
And the hippogriffs are good.
They are actually helping with newly established trade routes that in the last few days have restarted.
You did the mail thing.
Oh my good boy.
That's
They
That's
amazing.
adorable.
They will be here for you when you return, but I hope it's okay that we are using them for help with this work.
As long as you're giving them good treats.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure the guy at the stable, I don't remember his name, Taryn Woods. I'm sure he doesn't mind having getting to see them every now and again.
At the very least, they're actually bringing more business and attention to him because of how magnificent they are. So,
Oh, that's great.
yes, he's elated.
That is amazing. Hold on, looking for the dwarf names because I have that
Roldendar and
Gimlin.
Gimlin. Yep. Hey, Roldendar and Gimlin, we found some pretty interesting dwarven cities, I think, is what these are, underground. So there's some good news for you. After this is all over, you can come look at those.
Both of them are going to be extremely excited. You could easily see it. They'll look at each other and start like flailing their hands as if they're exchanging words. You can see their mouths moving, but you can't hear anything that they say.
Are they speaking common?
Make an investigation check.
Okay.
I can help you with that.
The reason you can help? Awesome.
Yep.
Because the reason I'm asking is because Observant lets me read lips of languages that I know.
Oh, okay. So no check necessary then. Yeah, that's good to know.
Good.
You can tell that they are speaking common.
Cool.
reading their lips. Wow, I didn't know you had that. Very cool.
Yeah.
So even though you can't hear them, you would be able to see what they're saying. They are talking about a lost dwarven empire. They knew it existed somewhere, and they're still very confused about why there's so little written record of it. But they finally found it.
I mean, we found it.
So, we're all glad to hear that everything's doing okay. We will try and make contact again soon after we make another, well, what do we want to do? Do we want to head back, or do we want to keep going now that we know everything's okay?
I mean,
You can keep going.
we could go back quickly and then come back, or
I'm nervous that we won't be able to find our way back into the tunnels.
that's true.
Yeah,
There-
that's valid.
There was that, the opening next to Feathergale that probably leads down here.
And Feathergale's the closest of them all.
I mean, if
So
we
there's
can
that.
find our way out, we can find our way back in.
That's fair.
Because Nyavera just let all of those people out through somewhere in that, like, rehearsal hall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She seemed like pretty, like, gangbusters on being able to fully get out, and it sounds like they all made it. I hope.
Speaking of which, yes, Constable, there are more people on their way. You can let Emdar know that his partner for the pilgrimage will finally arrive, if all goes according to plan.
Oh, she already has.
Already.
Okay, they've already made it. I mean, it's
Oh,
been
yeah.
like, are you kidding? It's been like
It's
4
been like
hours.
No, not for...
That's terrifying. That's not good. It's been like 4 hours and they all made it back. Is there like a creepy portal somewhere?
I mean,
She made it
no.
back, is all he said.
Oh, that's
Oh.
terrifying. Did she
she
not bring anyone with her?
she is a cleric. I wouldn't doubt that she has some method. But that's true. We talked about her helping everyone get there, right?
Yeah.
So why would she just? Okay, that's strange. But yes, there are also more people on their way who want out of this place.
We're probably lost and alone in the woods now.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully, Nyavara knows her way around.
I mean, she does. Probably.
Do you know if she would have stayed with everyone?
I mean, I'd hope so. I've not talked to her in like 8 months, so we'll see. But she knew how to get down here.
Oh, right. Yeah.
She did. That was.
She was the one that was leading
Speaking-
people out. So I'm assuming, Constable, is there maybe like a half elf? She couldn't have made it back yet. It's been 4 hours.
The
Oh,
one
it's
called
been like
half
Nyavara.
a day. Yeah.
Yes, she's here.
So,
How long has
it's
she
been
been
like
there?
not enough time to get there.
Do
I
you
am looking at my calendar, and it has not been enough time for them to get there.
do you by chance know
Constable.
how they got there?
Gert, ask your question too, just in case.
How long have we been gone?
Oh God.
His answer will be the correct answer. I
Okay.
Me, DM, does not remember.
It's been a week. So
Okay.
yeah, we left, we got to Riverguard, we stole Jolly, and all of that happened 4 weeks ago, or 4 days ago. No,
Okay.
7 days ago. Shit.
A week ago.
Time is weird, man.
So no, we left. Oh, that says Riverguard. Jesus Christ.
Been doing a
Yeah, I
lot.
was just trying to figure out if our time down
Yeah.
here is altered.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's been like
Nice.
5 days. But that's a great question.
His answer will be the correct answer. So it sounds like it's a week.
Okay.
That's what he'll say.
All right.
Taryn, I don't know how precisely they got here. I presume they walked or took. Did you have a cart? I'm not sure. They just showed up on my doorstep.
The hippogriffs took the cart back, didn't they? Right, guys?
Yeah.
We did the weird hitchy situation and it worked out probably.
Good rolls happened.
We had a lot of luck, and we got the hippogriffs to take the cart back, so they would have had to have walked. Unless they took one that we don't know about.
Or there is like some sort of secret tunnel that gets you back there immediately.
Like, do you know where they came from?
Oh.
Do you know like what direction of the city they came in from?
No. I was working just earlier today, and they simply came to my door.
Did you by chance ask around for that information?
I can.
Can you do it really quick before we head out?
Have
Well-
any of y'all ever heard of mud alchemists?
Ooh.
Don't believe I have, no. Oh, wait, sorry. Are you asking? It sounded like you knew what this was. You were asking us.
No, sorry.
You were asking the constable. I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Oh, you're good. It's okay, Cal. You can go back to your sentry position. We're good, buddy.
There's a lot of information to take in, and I just you and
Yeah,
your magical things.
I know.
Welcome to Magic's Brain. With all this campaign stuff.
So much stuff.
And I'm for the record loving all of it, especially when dots get connected from literally day one. So I'm fucking
There's more.
great
There's
right
more,
now.
guys.
yeah. Awesome. Okay, so you're asking if they know anything about a mud alchemist.
Yes.
One of the drow will like lift his head. He's still chanting. You can tell that they're like chanting words as they go. Spoiler alert, they are concentrating on the magical effect that is creating this tunnel of communication for you guys.
For sure.
All agree.
And he'll kind of like squint as if he's thinking about and or remembering something. So you'd be able to tell easily enough it's a term at least that he's familiar with. But he can't respond.
That's okay.
So that's a reason that we might need to go back.
Can we tell which one of them is the one that had this recognition?
Ooh. Yes.
That's a great question.
That is a great. You guys are chock full of them today. I love it. So, yes.
Elrar.
And have them. I call them by first initial because I can't.
Okay. Yep. Looking at my notes on these
There's all the
guys.
stuff.
Honolulu.
Pain of the eye.
1492.
Honolulu
It's the
is
O
the
one. The O one knows about it.
Yes.
Honolulu Westret.
Yes.
I think so. Yeah,
Divination.
because he was the one that talked about Bane of the Eye and a destruction of a terrible beast, and that matches the fucking lore shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's also the oldest.
He is the
Who
oldest. Is he
wizard?
the oldest?
Is
Yeah,
it? He's 462 years old.
Right.
Yes.
Yep.
He's
But
been
came
through a
from the
lot,
second
man.
earliest time.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a comma. Okay. Well, do we try and go topside, or do we keep scuttling into further doom?
I mean,
Topside
maybe topside sounds good. Just escaping a slight bit of doom for a little bit. Just catch a breather, you know?
Yeah. I could use some good food. instead of just rations. And I'm sure everyone over here could also
We could try some of that beer again, but maybe this time it won't be poisoned.
enjoy that. And
Oh,
I could
yeah.
probably,
That'd be great.
maybe we could see if it's still
Non-poison beer.
poisoned, see if that's going on.
Yeah. I
That'd
mean, I would assume it's not. I would assume that we would have just heard, oh yeah, by the way, the other bar is poisoning people again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Debs.
Yeah, Constable, that's not happening anymore, is it? There's no more poison in the alcohol?
Did you tell him about that? Oh, you did. Yes, you
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we like
Because we
linked
asked.
everybody together because we wanted him to talk to
Right.
what's her name? That owns the bar.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
Yep. He'll respond. So far as we know, that was targeted at you all and you all only. It seems that your good work is not appreciated by everyone, but we believe the problem has been taken care of.
That's good too.
Okay.
Maybe we shouldn't head back into town because I feel like we made a lot more enemies doing what we just did, and we wouldn't want to bring that in. Because that could also be an issue.
I'm gonna leave it up to y'all because the whole reason that I wanted to go back was to check in on folks, and we just did. So I'm happy
Okay.
either way.
I'm fine either way. Let's put it to you three.
As you guys are deciding this, all four of the drow will look up at the constable as if to give a signal, and he will say, "Thank you for everything so far. Even I have no idea what the impact you have will become, but I can promise you that is good. Unfortunately for now, I'm out of time." And they
I
disappear.
hate that fucking phrase.
That's
I love how vocal your face is, Andrea. This is great.
I've truly, honestly, zero chill. There is not an ounce of chill in my body.
I'm so glad you guys are having fun with this. Literally everything that's happened today so far is all my homebrew stuff. Even the
It's
things
so
that
good.
you're like referring back to other things that have happened and stuff that's going on. I'm glad
You're
having
proud
fun
of
with
yourself, buddy. It's great.
It's
so good.
it.
great.
So I mean,
All right, Cal is.
Oh god.
I mean, if
I mean, I
it's-
feel like Iz is the most like cards in this game right now. Like, do you want to
Go ahead.
go look for your brother right now, or do you want to go like take a break and then come back? What would be better for you?
I see benefits to going back that can help prepare us for what is to come. So I want to get my light crossbow back. I learn about this
There we
fucking
go.
mud alchemist, and then
That's-
also get some good food for you tum tums. So let's do that.
Yes.
Can I
Yeah.
offer a solution that gives us both options?
I like this. Continue.
We do have to make our way out of this place, and we could just backtrack to exactly where we came in, but as we've established, there might be a way that's closer
Mm-hmm.
to Red Larch. So, as we explore more, we have the purpose of finding the escape. But if we happen to discover more things, like your brother, then it's kind of a happy coincidence.
I like the way you think, Cal. It's very good. Very astute.
and we can, and then there's more people that we can bring back at once instead of having more scattered groups.
Mm-hmm. This is true. All right, find the exit and happen to explore along the way.
Mm-hmm.
Also, kind of want to see what's going on with the dudes below us, see what they're doing.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'm not excited about that, but yes.
I mean, they did kind of just like let us up here, so
Everybody get ready just in case.
They also said that they wouldn't bother us if we won. So
oh
We took the wind.
that doesn't mean I trust them at all, but
yeah.
hopefully. All right. Let's start going, I guess.
Cool.
So you're heading down?
Right before I walk down, I'll speak to everyone who's like slumped over and who was tied up and go, I'll leave most of my rations here for you if you need, assuming that you need them for strength. You can take these and then leave when you can. You shouldn't be here. I'm sorry that you've had to go through all this. If some of you are able to maybe follow us, we'll see how that goes. And then I'll walk out.
Okay. While you're saying all of that, you would notice that a few of them, like less than half for sure, are at least like looking at you and acknowledging that you're speaking. But no one will actually respond. So sorry, the screen went dark because I have to move you guys.
You had said they were poisoned before. Does it look like the same poison / like effect as Lamora when we found her?
Yes. It'd be very similar.
Figure out where to write that.
Okay.
They were converting these people, weren't they?
What? I missed what you said.
They were converting these people, weren't they? Because it was, they talked about the people tied up where Nyavara was. They said that they were initiates.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Maybe they tried to initiate her and she was like, nope. And then they tossed her somewhere.
Hopefully she was like, nope. Real life me, it just kind of like put these two dots together since I wasn't there for that session. I was like, hello. That's a little concerning. Okay.
I'm sorry, I missed that. What was concerning?
Real life me, since I wasn't there for the session where we found Limora.
Mm-hmm.
And she was also drugged in a similar state, and how these people are initiates. Real life me and Taryn is kind of having is she really on our side, or did they convert her and she's lying?
Oh, you can make an insight check.
Okay, come on.
And we can say that this would have happened in the moment. I did tell you that you could, if that's something that you would have thought of in that moment, I think it would have been. Okay, 18. So you may have that thought for a moment, but based on the conversation you had with her after healing her, like finding and healing her, and the small amount of travel time you had with her before getting here, you don't get that vibe.
So after saying all that, I'll kind of say, I doubt that she would do that, but I'm a little, I guess I'm just a little scared at this point.
That's fair. I thought my dad was a demon for a hot second, so like, no one's really in the right mind right now.
You still trust your dad, right? Like that's not an issue right now. since
Having
you
known him for all of 3 hours, I'm gonna say yeah.
Okay.
I've not been given a reason not to trust him.
Mhm. That,
So
yeah.
that's best I got, my dude. Yeah, a lot of feelings. What are these creepers doing down here?
Yeah, what are they?
So these guys are doing exactly what they were doing when you got here in the first place.
Has
They're in
anything
sort of
changed?
no, they're sort of relaxed and meditative positions, continuing to chant the chant that they were when you first got here. The pillar of green light in the middle of the room maintains, and they hardly even acknowledge that you're here.
Hey, we're done. You can leave now.
I believe we took the wind. So
The wind has been taken thoroughly.
Roll.
No pun intended.
Nice.
You believe that it is concluded. The one floating in the air speaks.
What
I mean, I
just
think-
happened? I mean, there are 2 bodies on the ground upstairs. Well, there's a body
I
and
was gonna say there's one body because
It's-
the other one sort of.
and some sassy
away.
wind. So, I mean,
Some sassy wind. That was my nickname in college.
Yes, the College of Eloquence, correct?
Yeah, that was fully Whirl's nickname in college. Sassy wind.
Sassy wind.
sassy wind.
Incredible.
She'll speak up again. How do I want to word this? It seems the queen was the wrong prophet. We will remain, should you allow it.
And can we get a good description of what you're doing, and now that that big issue up there is gone, instead of the vague hints?
I do not speak in vague hints intentionally. I speak what I know. And what I know is that the wind maintains. All you have done is eliminate one greedy queen. We continue to pray.
Dude, we got other shit to do. Let's.
Sam is not having it.
Yeah.
Well, because I know that that all of these people are just pawns for the demons and devils that are controlling them, and it's pissing me off that everyone seems to be. But the balance, fine. No one can get a stronghold. Okay, we gotta maintain the balance, y'all.
Yeah.
I know that was a lot. Welcome to my brain.
I hear what you're doing. I got you.
Yep. So,
So-
we'll
So-
figure it out.
So, one last thing. As far as you guys know, you're not making anything, you're not bringing anything here, right? Just praying.
Good
Good
question.
That
Yeah.
was a good question. Just their ultimate demise. Oh.
Oh,
You're responsible for your own destruction. Uh-oh.
You did this to you.
We simply pray for guidance.
Hmm.
And okay.
Oh hey.
Do-
Oh sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead. I was gonna ask a weird question. I need to figure out how to ask it better.
Well, my question is, do you know the best way to get out of this joint?
Good question.
Oh, shit. What would they say?
Down the hall to the right.
I mean,
Up your butt and around the corner.
Through the pit, jump in, see what happens.
I mean, my dad's in the abyss. Like, let's go.
I mean, the abyss
Totally
is the
joking.
way out of here. If we're
Okay.
being technical.
Oh, this is easier than I thought it was. Okay. Where is the compass? Yeah, okay. This south hallway with the screaming birds.
Insight check.
Sure.
Good.
What? 28.
Jesus.
Damn. Taryn, easy enough to tell this person has no real reason to be untruthful to you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you got no indication that she's misleading you.
Okay. And then do any of you know how to communicate over long distances with magic?
Not yet.
If I don't want to speak for everyone around me, but if you do cause something that you weren't expecting, that you don't want to happen anymore, and it happened because of a lie that you were told, if you are able to contact me or find me, I will do my best to offer refuge.
We will keep that in mind.
Don't really know what to say. Thank you for the directions, I suppose. Don't kill anyone. Just don't do it, okay? It's not a good thing, so I think we could leave on that note, right? I look around to everyone else.
No, I'm not gonna kill anyone.
Oh no, not you.
Say it.
Too late.
Okay.
I was thinking about other things.
I'm talking about them. They yeah. We know we've probably committed atrocities, but oh god. Are we the bad people? We're not the bad guys.
Are we the baddies? I've seen the sketch.
The theory has come across the table a couple of times, I think, at
Yeah.
this point.
I don't think we should let's just leave. I don't wanna I think we've done enough killing for today. And then Taryn just kinda has like a realization of, oh my god, we're actually killing people every time we do this. Just kind of like as he says that.
Should we go back out this direction since we don't know if that giant thing is around us? Sneak around the back? Or no, we were going down.
Yeah, we were gonna go south through the birds.
alright. Cool. Let's go that way. I am exiting.
Okay, so you're intending to like full leave?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll move all your tokens through just so you can, in case we've forgotten what's around. This hallway with like the eastern half of the moat around the like temple thing that you are just outside.
Mm-hmm.
Is this moving, you guys? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we are.
Awesome. To your west, as you're walking, you would hear and eventually see this guy again,
Yep.
but it pays you
Big
no
old
mind.
duder.
But what?
It pays you no mind as you walk
Okay.
by. And then these pillars down here with the passed out folks still slumped over. You did free them. You released their bindings, but they remain. The people remain. Sorry, not the bindings.
Yeah.
And then down here, whoops. You go through this door. And these, what you now know are Kenku, continue to do their screaming as if they're being tortured, but you had found out, and now you're able to see, if you check them out, that they're simply acting. And on your way out...
I appreciate that as a bard. I appreciate that.
I
So-
just feel, oh hush, I got a headache.
As you get to this door, you will see a sort of like runic symbol. Sorry, go ahead, Taryn.
I was just gonna say, can I like use thaumaturgy and just yell silence to try and get them to stop because it's annoying?
Sure. How do you yell it?
You know, like the Gandalf way, with the deep bass, going for intimidation.
Okay. When you say that, they all stop for a moment, and then one after another, you will hear, "Silence! Silence!
Oh.
Silence!"
I love them.
I hate this. I hate it here.
Okay, so you get to the door, and you'll see a runic symbol, a pair of them actually.
The divinity and necromancy?
One would be familiar. No, but good guess. One would be familiar as the symbol for the air cult.
Oh.
Is it like the same thing as the when we went to Gar's room, how we had to do the thing and like unlock the door with, because it was abjured and like blocked the room?
No, I'm just giving you a description. When you go to open the door, something else will happen. This is just a description of what you see. So one of the runic symbols is the air cult symbol, the triangle. Excuse me. And the other. Everybody make a history check, please.
Remember, I had another question.
Oh,
to
it's
ask
real
while
bad.
we're Still in that
Nat
one.
20.
Ooh.
Beautiful. Ooh,
Natural
18.
one.
11.
Damn. Taryn, nice. Okay. And then Cal got 4. Okay.
Yeah.
Gert, it looks vaguely familiar to you. You're not sure where from. Definitely something like within your studies in general, coming up as a cleric. Taryn, you hit the DC on the money
Gross.
with nat
Ooh.
20.
5%, baby.
It is the symbol for the material plane.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
So, guys, that symbol is the plane is for the material plane. So, hopefully, this should just lead us right outside, right? Just start nudging the door open a little bit.
As you press your hand on it, the wall in front of you essentially like slowly dissipates from the point centered on your hand, and in front of you, you will see out in the distance Feathergale Spire, high up
Oh shit.
on the cliff.
Oh. That
Let's move you guys here.
was easy.
That's-
Kind of scared.
This is the spot
Knife point
that you
cover.
eventually emerge from.
Okay.
Huh. Okay.
Cool. So we know where we are. That's good.
I'm curious though, if they had a rune on the door indicating the material plane, would there be another door in there that indicates,
A different plane.
yeah, the elemental plane maybe?
Maybe that or the abyss, since
Yeah.
they seem to vibe with demons.
Really be stoked about the abyss.
Yes.
Hey, Whirl, remember when you made that comment about going to the abyss? Like,
Probably, like
10
literally
minutes ago?
constantly. Yes. Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we could do that now if we tried. Maybe.
I mean, if we find it.
So are we going home? Not home, but like.
Yeah.
Red Lark?
mean,
Let's
We're
do
not
it.
too far, huh?
We're about a day or a half a day. I don't remember how the math shook down.
That was with the cart, though. We have to
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll walk a little longer, and that's fine with me.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, let's do the red larch thing.
All right. It'll take the rest of this day to get there on foot.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Two things are going to happen on your way, and then we're going to take a quick break. At one point, leaving this gully, I guess, you will see 6 figures in the sky flying across. They're heading from north to south. Feathered wings, and that's about all the detail that you can see because they're very high up in the air.
I wave at them because we hung out together at one point.
There you go. You do recognize them. They don't respond. It'd be easy enough to tell that they just didn't really see you. But then at another point, as you're about halfway to Red Larch, you will see, for a moment, after a splitting headache, one great beast fly across the sky from west to east. You can only see a visage, basically like a black image. But 2 great wings and a lizard-like body.
Is that the Caradune?
I think it's a Dargan. Oh no.
Let's take a quick break.
Real quick, I wanted to say that when, while we're walking, Taryn would pull out his book of gods that he got from Renwick and read that while he's walking. Do some more.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
What's
have
going on
questions.
with
I have
them?
like 4 more questions that I forgot to ask earlier.
Okay, do you have them written down?
Yes. I want to know who Imix and Agrimac are, or Agrimatch.
Agramok? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then also, I'll wait until we're later.
Yeah, if you have them written down, let's
I
take
do.
our quick break and we can come to that as conversation along the way. All right, we'll be right back.
Great.